Alright y'all, now I guess this is the moment a lot of people have been waiting for, where I think we all knew the obvious, but now Mr. Flacco has went detail for detail about who's responsible for the death of Drakeo the Ruler, and on top of that, he actually got other people who knows what's going on too, not only vouch for him, but also tell why a certain person is accused of doing what he allegedly did. Now according to the politics in Los Angeles, it seems like everybody already knows what's going on, but they're letting the police do their job. But the problem is when people speak too much, the information get into the wrong hands, and you have people who don't care about the streets who are willing to tell it all in the name of justice, whether it's because they have friendships with the victim or whatever. Now in this case, you have a few other bloggers that have already put it out there who the alleged suspect is behind the death of Drakeo the Ruler, but now Poetic Flacco have emphasized who it is, why it's him, and how he knows it's him. Now of course, everybody already think about a certain rapper, and he may be involved, but he wasn't the one who actually stabbed Drakeo. But with him being affiliated with certain people who have a hard time keeping their mouths closed on social media, it's kind of easy to connect the dots. Now whether it's true or not, you run the risk of a conspiracy charge, acting like you know what's going on, and admitting to things like, well yeah, I be around the person that unalived Drakeo, and saying it for the world to hear. Now one thing I think people are unaware of these days is the fact of how easy it is that anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of law, literally. And when you implement yourself into a case, especially where someone lost their life, you know you put a target on your own back for absolutely no reason at all. So with that being said, let's get into it. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. I'll leave a link to the original video if y'all want to check it out and watch it straight through. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype and like the video so we can get it into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
The murder of rapper Drakeo the Ruler has been unsolved until today. Because in this video, I'm revealing the name of the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, I'm revealing the face of the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, and I'm breaking down in grave details how they were able to kill Drakeo the Ruler at a packed out festival.
Chaos at a packed concert featuring rap legends like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. A person was stabbed and police have shut down the show.
Well, a man is reported dead after being stabbed at a concert in Exposition Park last night. TMZ is reporting the victim was rapper Drakeo the Ruler. It happened around 8:30 last night during the Once Upon a Time in LA Music Festival being held at the Bank of California Stadium.
A couple of days ago, I made a post where I announced I'm about to expose and reveal who killed a really famous LA rapper. A lot of famous LA rappers have died. I never said the name of who I was about to expose. But when that post went up, almost immediately, hit dogs began hollering.
Now he got a point, right? And this is why when we did that last video, when we said about a certain person, well, he's right there. When they reviewed it on No Jumper, you seen how uneasy he looked, right? But here's the thing about social media. When you speak for the world to hear you, they start putting their own pieces of the puzzle together, and that's what they did. So as soon as Flacco said that, everybody went to an old audio of Munchie B and what he said about Drakeo the Ruler.
One of the hit dogs who's been hollering the loudest, trying to get me not to drop this video, is Inglewood family blood Munchie B, who Drakeo the Ruler famously dissed in his Inglewood diss when he says, I just dropped 50 on a blind ninja, he ain't see it coming. He was talking about Munchie B. Munchie B thought that targeting me and my parents for something one of my relatives did would sway me from dropping this video. It didn't. Munchie would even make a threat that he wasn't done with me and he was gonna be at me every day if I dropped this video.
Frederick, your real name, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, Frederick, Jala. I'm gonna tell you why your name, that last name, on Inglewood family. Any female need to run from the Jala last name. It ain't straight. On any resume, it ain't straight. I swear to God, bro. Flacco. I'm not done right here, bro. I'm on your bumper because you're a horn, or you's a horny frog, bro.
On Bloods.
Now, first of all, it's not much you can say about Flacco that hasn't been exposed already. There's another YouTuber that's been on Flacco's neck for the longest. And whatever he's gonna expose, he already exposed it. It was something about, you know, actual this and actual that, whatever it is. but it's nothing that he can expose that's not already out there. So forget all that, right? We're talking about a body that you pretty much implemented yourself in which may bring not only you down, but others down as well. Y'all may potentially spend the rest of y'all lives in jail.
Why this nigga so mad? Come on, Blood, I don't understand. Blood, why this nigga so mad? Swoop!
He said,
because I'm confused, all right? If you have nothing to do with Drakeo the Roller's death, if you or your homies and Inglewood families have nothing to do with Drakeo the Roller's death, then why are you going so hard trying to get me not to drop this video?
Right. See that?
Once that didn't work, another Blood from Inglewood called Frosty the Snowman, who in my opinion was put up to this by Munchie B, called Adam22 and began to threaten Adam22 that if I drop this video exposing Drakeo the Roller's killer, that they're gonna treat it as if No Jumper dropped it. This is just age-old LA tactics.
This kind of content it's gonna get treated like No Jumper's the ones dropping that content.
Definitely.
Which, he's right. On one hand, I think Flacco's totally within his right to expose whatever the he wants to say about an ongoing investigation, because I mean, it's not any different than what happens in the real media world, where the New York Times, if they find out that there's an investigation going on into a alleged crime that Donald Trump committed, they are going to publish an article.
We've been dealing with LA bullies our entire life. The reason why they contacted Adam when them coming at my family and me didn't do anything is because they think, well, Flacco is associated with No Jumper, so if Adam, can get scared, then maybe Adam will scare Flacco into not doing it. Or if Adam tells Flacco, hey man, if you drop it, your job is at risk, bro. Just, again, LA bully tactics that didn't work, right? Because Adam isn't terrified, isn't scared. Nobody is scared of gangbangers anymore, Blood. That's a fact. All right, gangbangers don't scare nobody. So, of course, none of it works. But I'm confused as to why Munchie B is going this hard, because I'm in gang members' business.
Now, let me tell y'all, right? These type of tactics may work on the average individual, but they will never work on civilians. And this is why. They got no affiliation with the streets. They got no reason to uphold any street code, any street anything. So the first thing they will do is get in contact with the police. And no matter how big you think you are on the streets, you're not bigger than the police. So keep in mind, with them revealing all this as well, giving up names, saying what they said they're gonna do, that's a paper trail. And let's say something does happen to Flacco or Adam22 in their business, who's the first people that they're gonna go to? So you can't threaten civilians, and this is why this is a dangerous game that you're not gonna win. Because the threatening tactics is not gonna work. You trying to bully them is not gonna work. They're gonna get the law involved. And then what you gonna do?
When Munchie B has kept me in gang members' business for as long as I known him. Somebody go ask Munchie B how me, a civilian from North Dakota, knows who shot and killed Rosemo in Inglewood. Go ask him. Just so the streets don't think I'm bluffing, I'm gonna give the streets a hint of safe, something right now that only the streets would know, that I know. That's the hint. Now, I would never reveal this information.
See what he just did? My fault for pausing it so much, but see, this is a clear example of what happens when you got too much chatty patties around. Like he just said, how does he know that so-and-so did whatever to so-and-so? And now that Flacco is turning, now people are mad at him, but you can't be mad at him because y'all done put him in the business. You can't say stay out of gang business when you put him in it by speaking too much.
But if Munchie B have kept me in the streets business for a long time, why is he all of a sudden mad that I'm doing street content? Is it because he's intimately involved with Drakeo the Ruler's death? See, I asked Munchie B this on the No Jumper show.
Again, from my perspective, if Munchie is saying he has nothing to do with that, then why Munchie B so that he's willing to diss me and go out the way to cause this much trouble? Hey,
Flacco, hey. Hey, look.
Munchie B answer that question though. If Munchie B has
he looking for a certain answer, I ain't gonna give it to him.
Going out of his way.
I feel like he's the only podcaster from Inglewood Family, so he feels like it's kind of on him.
So the families have something to do with that.
I don't know what you talk. What are we talking about, bro?
Okay, let's be real.
Ask my question again.
When it comes to Bloods, Munchie is obviously kind of it has always been at the forefront of the Draco versus the Bloods beef. So I feel like it's not really that surprising that Munchie ends up.
Look at his face, y'all. Look, you know why? Because this is a face of a person that knows he messed up. This is the face of a person that said, damn. And you know what's crazy? Why do these guys feel so compelled, right? Why do they feel so comfortable with admitting, yes, I have gang affiliation? You see how easy Adam says, well, you know, he's part of the Bloods and he's a Blood, and because he's the Bloods and him and Draco, all you are doing is putting yourself in something for when these people decide to bring a RICO or tie you to any type of gang affiliation. You can't deny it because it's all over social media.
I'm speaking on behalf of the other side of that, right?
I think like
Munchie B has said he has nothing to do with that. The Bloods had nothing to do with that. Family had nothing to do with that. So again, if Munchie B and Inglewood families had nothing to do with that, then why is Munchie B so passionate about this and is causing this much trouble and dissing me over a potential video that don't even exist yet?
What was I trying to do, Munchie? Well, if Munchie B don't want to give the world an answer as to why he's so upset I'm doing this video, then I'll give the world the answer. The reason why Munchie B is so upset is because the person who killed Draco the Ruler, the person who took the knife and actually stabbed Draco the Ruler, well, that person is really close to Munchie B. But of course, I'm not saying anything new because Munchie B slipped up and said on Clubhouse that he passed the bottle to Draco the Ruler's killer almost every day.
No,
Man, Draco is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Draco shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You know Draco shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You do know I did. I said Draco and his brother worked there on Friday. You know, on there every Tuesday, right? Shut your dumb ass up, bro. You sound, hey, bro. Draco is dead, bro. Hey, bro, the nigga that killed Draco, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are we talking about?
Yo, let me tell you, every time I hear that, I get secondhand embarrassment. Every time I hear that audio, I feel like I should be embarrassed for him. Because there's no way in hell you said that on social media. It's no way in hell you thought this was cool to say for the world to hear. So let me tell you right now, right? And I'm pretty sure Munchie B knows this. It's only a matter of time before them people come knocking at his door, right? And if they're doing an investigation, because clearly the world knows who did what. And I'm pretty sure the police already know, but one thing about the police, they can't come, well, let's be clear, the feds. They can't come unless they have as much proof as they need to get a conviction, because that's how they roll. So these guys may think they got away with it, but they definitely didn't. And the fact that Poetic Flacco knows enough to do exactly what he's doing now, what do you think them people are doing that get paid this? I say this all the time. These people that went to school for this, these people that get paid a very, very handsomely salary to find bad guys and get them and track them down with great resources and very, very intricate technology. What do you think they're doing right now? I'll leave it at that.
Bro, Draco is dead, bro. Draco is dead, bro. Why are you talking about that nigga?
Hey, bro, you heard what I just said, right?
Draco put 50 on a blind nigga and he's dead. Why are you talking about him?
Draco the Ruler ain't never dead, as long live the ruler forever. But I'm glad you said that, because it's time to expose which one of Munchie B's friends who killed Draco the Ruler that he passes the bottle to every day. And I'm also glad, Munchie, that you contacted the Crips to apologize for saying too much, because your homie is responsible for other people's deaths. I'm glad you called and apologized and confirmed that your homie is the killer of Drakeo the Ruler.
Now, once again, how do Flacco know this? Right? How does Flacco know all this gang politics? How does he know the gang politics? Let's say the politics. How does he know all this information? Clearly, somebody's telling him. Right? Keep that in mind. And it's also sad because you see how one thing could lead to the next. You see how it's a domino effect. You see how that once it point out that this man did such and such to Drakeo the Ruler, now it's also being exposed that he may have did this and did that and did that.
I'm glad you did that, Munchie. I'm glad you were dumb enough to confess that your homie is the one who killed Drakeo the Ruler. Now, unfortunately for you, I got his identity, his name, and let's expose that right now. When Drakeo the Ruler was initially invited to the festival that he lost his life at, he was skeptical. He was reluctant to go. Because when you look at the flyer for the festival, YG was also set to perform. And obviously Drakeo and the world was well aware that while YG was discussing Drakeo the Ruler on No Jumper, YG told Adam 22 that he's not doing no rap beef with Drakeo, right? Him and his dudes beef for real. And if it's beef, which it was with YG and Drakeo, him and his dudes is gonna come and get you. Drakeo understood that was a threat towards him, and that YG was publicly stating that they're gonna come and get Drakeo.
Like, people be knowing, like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not finna be going out there doing no rap diss and shit, cause like, if it's smoke, it's really smoke with us. We ain't playing, you know? So, like, I'm gonna tell the homies the same shit, bro. I done told D3 that, like, we ain't doing none of that weird shit for nothing, for the rap. No, we not on none of that. We trying to make hits. We gonna move around, get rich, have fun. All that rap beef and all that shit. We not rap beefing, we really beefing. The homies gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we ain't even trying to do that. We chilling. We not on that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I tell the homies. That's what I tell the homies that my who I be with, that I hang with. You know what I'm saying? Like D3 young, bro, that's not cool. Like, we ain't doing none of that.
Right. It's kind of like a shortcut to like getting you a couple million views.
As reluctant.
Now, you know what's crazy? I know when Adam be hearing these guys talk, because Adam, he's a smart guy. And he knows what's going to push the algorithm. And I know when he hear these guys talk, he's rubbing his hands together. Everything that man just said, if they do decide to, well, according to Flacco, there is already an investigation, right? But just know, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a part of it. Now, when you put two and two together, YG, Drakeo the Ruler at this festival, it's already known that they have beef, but prior to them going to that festival, he just said what he said on No Jumper, paper trail. Now, when he actually goes to the festival, something happens. Not to mention, eyewitnesses have already pinned YG and his homies with Drakeo the Ruler when everything went down. Not to mention, it's said that allegedly YG had ties to people at that festival. Security personnel, other personnel that allegedly was responsible for holding the event. See what I'm saying?
Then as he was, Drakeo still agreed to come to the festival and perform for several reasons. A, he was being paid $50,000 to come and perform. And then two, Snoop Dogg personally called Drakeo and asked him to come to the festival and perform.
Something don't smell right. Why Snoop called Drakeo the Ruler personally to let him know, come to that festival? Right? Yes, I know they got a whatever gang, you know. But why would Snoop call Drakeo the Ruler personally out of all people to come to the festival? Did Snoop call YG? Right? Why did he call him? Now, I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but what I am saying is, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Drakeo had love for Snoop, so he couldn't turn that down. And Drakeo also got assurance from people he respected, like Wack 100, who told him that they will be there as well. So if he come early enough, they'll be able to link up with him and he will have some reinforcement. However, Drakeo the Ruler came super late and came after Whack 100 and his crew already left.
We was actually waiting on Drakeo to make sure he got in and out right, but shit, we waited on him an hour and something. You know, I had 100 tickets. I had 4 artists performing. I had Game, I had Blueface, Coyote, and True Car. So I told Nephew we was gonna wait up for him and make sure he got in and out of there right. But after holding Blue and holding Game and the team a whole hour, they was with it. And like, bro, we don't think he gonna show up, let's roll. I called his little brother and then was there early, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know, they was good. By the time we got to the Sprinter and got to the freeway, we got the call, he was dead.
Drakeo needed every one of those numbers to save his life. Because the plot to murder Drakeo was already in place by the time Drakeo got to the festival. Now, the reason why Drakeo was so late to the festival is because he had to make multiple stops before getting to the festival. So Drakeo and his security guard met up at his home in the hills. Drakeo and his security guard left his house in the hills and drove over to the Awful Lot of Costera parking lot to link up with Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, and others to then drive over to the festival. Before they started driving over to the festival, Drakeo had a conversation with everybody he was with. He told everybody, get rid of whatever you guys have on you. Get rid of any guns, anything illegal you guys have on you, get rid of it right now. Drakeo didn't want to get to the festival and have problems with the police or security. So he told his crew, whatever you guys have on you, get rid of it right now. Everybody who was with Drakeo got rid of everything illegal they had on them before they began to drive over to the festival. While Drakeo was driving over to the festival, he was getting live updates from members of his entourage, like Donut, who was already at the festival. Drakeo had a hunch something was wrong, so he had people at the festival setting parameter and just like testing the temperature and looking at who was already there. Drakeo felt a little more at ease as they got closer to the festival because the people he had in place at the festival already was telling Drakeo, yo, we ran across YG and his homies and these bloods that we don't get along with, but they seen us, they know we are part of your entourage and we're part of your crew, and they didn't do nothing or say nothing to us. So it looks like everything is chill. At the time, they seen that as a positive sign. But looking back in hindsight, that was a negative sign.
That's a fact. But also, I see a lot of people on social media, I guess they seen this video already, and they say, well, you know, Drakeo may have been the reason why he's not here because he's the one that told them to get rid of their weapons and everything that they needed to go. Why would he do that? Now, if you know anything about festivals, if you ever been to a music festival, especially as a celebrity, that's probably one of the most common areas where these celebrities go and get arrested. How many celebrities you know that got arrested or people in their entourage got arrested going to these festivals? This is because it's always a heavy police presence there. It's like police purposely go there just to bust artists. And there's a lot, I'm talking about a lot of festivals that take place in Los Angeles, especially like Rolling Loud, where celebrities go to jail because they have illegal things on them. So I guess he was thinking smart. He was like, yo, listen, so nobody get wrapped up in nothing. You shouldn't have this, take away all the illegal stuff so we can go in there smooth sailing, collect that bag, go in there and leave. And the reason why that would make sense is because the police and the security is supposed to do their job in making sure nobody has a weapon on them, no matter what it is.
Because like I said, we was there checking in. We've been there all day. I personally was there all day. I ain't gonna say where I live. I check, you know, for the check-in team. So we there. They said, damn, we go with the homies. Now let's stay here, man. Make sure it's cool for them. Make sure it's, you know, feasible. Niggas got current, you know, it's comfortable. We run into everybody who we think we gonna bump heads with. Ain't nothing happens. A couple of us. Nothing happens.
In hindsight, that was a bad sign. They seen you guys. They didn't get along with you guys, but nobody said nothing. That's because y'all weren't the target. They weren't gonna set it off with the entourage and now everybody gets kicked out and then they miss Drakeo when Drakeo come in. No, Drakeo the Ruler was the target from the very beginning. Drakeo was walking into a literal death trap. Everybody was colluding against Drakeo the Ruler. When Drakeo, his security guard, Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, when they got to the festival, they went to the security entrance for the artist. When they got to the security entrance for the artist, the security guard said, "What's up, blood?" And they told Drakeo the Ruler they can't go through that entrance, even though Drakeo the Ruler was performing and he was an artist. And he's like, "What? Wait, why can't I come through this entrance?" "Nah, blood, you gotta go to that other entrance." As they was driving to the other...
I ain't gonna lie, once security called me blood, I'm out. For one, we know that Drakeo rep Crip. But the fact that the security was calling me blood lets me know that he had some type of blood ties or blood affiliation, right? And if YG's supposed to be here, and I know he's a known blood, I'm out of there. But I understand it. Sometimes guys' pride, ego get in the way, because now, even if he be smart and leave, you know what the headlines is gonna say? "Oh, Drakeo the Ruler was scared of YG. Drakeo the Ruler pulled up to the festival and he left. Drakeo the Ruler and his guys, they seen YG and they ran out." So, you know, it's a lot that these guys deal with. But to be honest with you, you're at a disadvantage already when you got so much against you like that, to where people are already watching. If the security who's supposed to be securing is calling me blood, I gotta get out of there.
Other entrance, there was a van in front of them. They watched the van drive all the way through the security entrance and didn't get checked at all. But when Drakeo and his crew of people got there, their cars got checked. They got stripped. They got checked as if this was like the airport security, bro. They couldn't even bring a lighter in. But a van in front of them went right through. This is when Drakeo ignored a couple of signs that was supposed to trigger something within him. The van before you got right through without being checked. The security guard, who was a blood, told you can't go through the artist entrance. You had to go through this other entrance you had no idea of. Clearly something was up. After they was done getting checked, they got the green light to proceed further. And when they was driving up, they went past that van. And the van that didn't get checked, when they drove past it, they seen members from YG crew, 400 members. They were in that van. When they finally hopped out the vehicle, they began to walk past several members of 400 and YG crew with 400 shirts on. They also walked past several BPS members. One member right here you see have a Cardinals jacket on. When Drakeo finally walked in, it was a literal united Blood Nation front against Drakeo. A private investigator says when he reviewed the footage of Drakeo at the festival getting into the altercation that took his life, he counted 113 blood members who swarmed Drakeo. It was perfectly clear this wasn't something that happened on a whim. This was something that was carefully and strategically planned out. This was a murder that was planned out days in advance. Because when Drakeo walked in, people had on ski masks. A rapper named K7 who was fighting next to Drakeo identified the man who was able to sneak in the knives to give to the assassins. His name is Gloves. He was YG's security guard for years, and he still is.
Cheers. I'm speaking facts, bro. YG in real life, all them, bro. I don't give a f, bro. I'm so mad, bro. My mama, bro. YG did some hoe, bro. And if I see Cuz, I'ma slap the shit with that. On all this puff talking like they hard, bro, but you fight big ass security. You got those security guards fighting. Come on, bro. That's cool, bro. On my mama, bro. The big ass bald security guard snuck in knives, all type of weird.
The person he.
And they got his. Hey, let me tell you. Anybody that's associated with YG, if you listening to this, I'm gonna tell you right now. You better get on the first flight. Get on the first. Book your ticket now, bucko. You're probably a little late because this video was released a couple hours ago. But get on your flight while you can. And you either better go to Colombia, you better go to Russia, go somewhere where they might not extradite you. Because as of right now, it's officially over. If Flacco know this, right? If Flacco know this, what you think the feds know?
He's saying snuck the knives in that was used to kill Drakeo is a man by the name of Big Gloves, as you see right here. He's YG's security guard. Anywhere you see YG, you see him. This was strategically and methodically planned. Because as soon as Drakeo walked in at 8:30, And by 8:32, it already sparked off. They were already in place, already had their knives, waiting for Draco to walk in so they could murder Draco.
We got there at 8:30. It was cracking at 8:32, like type shit. Like,
wow.
Yeah, that's the type of shit. Yeah.
Now, if y'all remember when we covered this story first, right, when it first happened, we told y'all that it had to be a setup based on that information right there. It was clear as day that this is what happened, because at the end of the day, you walk in there at 8:30 and it start going off at 8:32. What do you think that is? Right? It seemed like the whole thing was set up based just solely for the sole purpose of getting him out the way or getting him there, period. But once again, right, I didn't know that Snoop called him personally to come. And to be honest with you, that needs to be brought to light a little more, right? That's information that I never heard up until now. Now,
I think your mom said it was around 40 to 60 men in masks.
No, it was like 100 or something.
Really?
Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying?
What do you say to people saying it was a setup? Because they were saying he shouldn't have been on the same bill as some of those other people at all.
I mean, shit, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you know, they're not. I wouldn't say, you know what I'm saying, that if you know, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? We pulled up at 8:30, 8:32. It was cracking like this. Shit like that.
So I'm guessing you saw it happen.
Yeah, I think everything happened in motion. Like, you know what I'm saying, right then and there. It wasn't no 70 people packing out Draco. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just happened right there.
Yeah.
I feel like it just happened like all in one motion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever got to Draco, like, to just get Draco. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was all in one motion.
Yeah.
The footage of them getting swarmed from 100 Bloods, from Pyrus to Inglewood families to BPS, that's on YouTube. Now, if you look at the still shot from this video, you see Draco is behind his security. Draco is still swinging, but he's behind his security. Now, a lot of people mistakenly believe this is the footage of Draco getting stabbed. It's not. When they walked in, they walked past BPS members, Inglewood family members, a lot of Bloods, they weren't fazed. They began to walk, trying to get to their place, trying to get on stage, trying to perform. Draco homie Chiefin Heavily, who has a store in LA, he falls behind. And as he falls behind the group, they try to rob him for his chain. Some Blood members try to rob him for his chain. When they try to rob him, he was able to escape. And he runs over to Draco, Ralphie, and the crew and says, yo, they just try to rob me. Some Bloods try to rob me. Draco says, what? Draco's security, Coop, tells Draco, hey, yo, keep pushing. Keep going. Draco said, F that, who did it? As Draco turned around to try to figure out who tried to rob his homies, they swarmed them. They absolutely swarmed them. Now, they was fighting for about a minute. Draco did not get stabbed in that video. Draco did not get stabbed in that video. They were fighting for about a minute. As they were fighting for about a minute, LAPD begins to walk down, so the crowd begins to disperse. However, there's people still there. Now, LAPD is shouting, the security guard is shouting at LAPD, yo, get them, get them. Multiple dudes then bum rush Draco and his security guard, Coop. Coop then was able to get one dude, but then the other dude was able to go around Coop and stab Draco in his neck and stabbed him. Coop is yelling at LAPD, get him! LAPD then flashed the light, and before they could flash the light, the dude took off. But who was that dude that stabbed Draco in his neck? Who was it?
Now, before we get to that part, right? It's always been a thing about LAPD being crooked. I'm not saying, we're gonna say allegedly. But something don't seem right. What took them so long? And this is why security comes into place, because now people are saying, well, why was it just his security when it was all these people? Where was security at? Keep in mind, they were fighting for a minute. And when he say a minute, it's not just 1 minute. No, they was fighting for a good amount of time before the crowd actually dispersed and before he was actually stabbed. How was they able to fight for so long? We don't know. And people are saying, well, he had security. He had one security guard. What do you expect? 100 some plus Bloods or whatever the case may be with weapons is but so much he can do. Keep in mind, he don't have a weapon. So you're at a disadvantage because you don't have a weapon. You're fighting against 100 other people that actually do. Come on.
He's a friend of Munchie B called Frankenstone.
Damn.
His legal name is Frank Williams.
Damn.
Now, this particular screenshot right here is footage from another murder Frank Williams is involved in.
Damn.
We are not going to show the footage or identify the victim of the murder because we personally don't want to include the victim in anything out of respect for him and his family. That footage that I'm not gonna show nor identify who the victim was, that footage is of Frankenstone, AKA Frank Williams, stabbing another victim in the neck after an altercation at an after party spot. He murdered this victim the same way he murdered Draco. The victim held his hand out to shake Frank Williams' hand. Frank Williams refused to shake his hand and then stalked him all across the building and then ultimately stabbed him. Now, the police believe that he did this to promote or assist the Black Peace Stones. He's currently out on bail as he's fighting this murder case. Now, when he found out that
See, that's something else that's weird to me. He's out on bail while fighting a homicide case. Usually people who are suspects that's picked up for a homicide case don't get bail. But once again, I don't know, I guess it all depends where you at.
I was gonna do this video about him, that I was going to identify him as the man who stabbed and killed Drakeo the Roller, he deleted his Instagram, his Facebook, he deleted all traces of himself from online. But it's too late for him to run and hide. The police have identified him because people who were present has identified him as the one who did it. Not only is the police identifying him as a suspect in this, but the streets, him and his homies, have told people that he was the one who stabbed and killed Drakeo. The streets credit him, Frankenstone, Frank Williams, as the one who stabbed and killed Drakeo the Ruler. People who were present behind the scenes have told anyone willing to listen that Frankenstone is who stabbed and killed Drakeo the Ruler. It's just a fact. Now the question here is, why would he stab and kill Drakeo the Ruler? What did he have to gain from it? Well, Frank Williams was really close friends with Red Bull, and he's really close friends with Munchie B. And as Munchie B stated, Drakeo the Ruler died because he got out of jail and began to diss Red Bull, who was right-hand man and really close with Frank Williams, aka Frankenstone.
What y'all was saying when he was on record disrespecting my homie, rest in peace. He can't talk back, but you disrespecting him. You know what I'm saying?
Long live Red Bull, man.
Long live Red Bull. So, you know, and when he passed, I kicked him while he was down, literally. Hey, look, bro. Hey, people invite certain energy, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad for nobody over there except for his mama, bro. His mama lost his son because he wanted to entertain a little too much, man.
Munchie B said he kicked Drakeo while he was down, literally. Munchie B ain't do a goddamn thing to Drakeo. This is just Munchie B. This is what Munchie B does, okay? Munchie B is going out of his way to try to include himself as if he was the one who kicked Drakeo while he was down. Nobody kicked Drakeo while he was down. Cut it out, man. Drakeo didn't get stomped out, right? They stabbed Drakeo and ran and did a 40-yard dash. But this is Munchie B confirming that the reason why Drakeo got stabbed and killed is because he disrespected Red Bull.
That's a fact. Once again, and just more incriminating information that don't need to be put on social media. And the feds notice, I think they love social media. Because all you gotta do is put some of these street guys in front of a mic and they're gonna tell you all. They're gonna tell you everything. And the fact that he admitted or tried to act like he kicked Drakeo while he was on the floor, all you doing is putting yourself involved in the homicide case. But why? Because you want to let the world know.
Which is, by the way, Frankenstone's right-hand man's and close friend. And which is why Munchie B and Frankenstone are still really close. According to Munchie B, he passes the bottle to Frankenstone on a daily basis. Now, to add more incriminating and self-snitching, right? After Drakeo passed away, a Black Peace Stone member, right, from the Baby Stone Gorillas, P4, he came out, right, and said they did what they did, and Drakeo and them did what they did, essentially claiming that the Black Peace Stones is who killed Drakeo. Frankenstone did it.
Thoughts on that, man? Like Drakeo and everything.
Yeah, shit. You know, it is what it is. J-Side did what J-Side did, and you know they did what they did. So
yeah.
You try to stay out the politics like now more that your like music starting to go in like a better
Yeah, I ain't
direction.
staying out the politics, but you know what I'm saying? They know what's up with me.
He even took to his Instagram story to further claim the body for BPS and celebrate the death of Drakeo the Ruler. This is him literally celebrating, got the smirk and the demon emoji. And when fans pointed this out, he said quite possibly the dumbest thing you could ever say. Instead of saying we didn't do nothing, P4 wrote, bro, leave the set and Drakeo out the same sentence. Laughing, laughing, laughing. Y'all trying to have ninjas in jail. What happened at Once Upon a Time in LA, stay there. So you know what happened at Once Upon a Time in LA. Instead of saying, hey, we didn't do nothing, hey man, he's saying, man, listen, man, y'all know what happened, but what happened there, stay there, man. Don't bring that police stuff online.
Here's the thing. Instead of saying anything at all, why did you say anything? Right? And that's the problem. He didn't need to say nothing. But these guys love to have diarrhea of the mouth.
Again, bro, Frankenstein, yo, if I'm you, bro, yo, I'm blaming your homies, man. Your homies is the reason why we all know you killed and stabbed and killed Drakeo. In Frank William, aka Frankenstein bill package, he gave up more identifying information about himself. Right? Now, when I read this bill package, all I could do is chuckle. Because you murdered Drakeo the Ruler, and then you murder somebody else, and then in your bill package, you're talking about yourself as if you're like Martin Luther King or something. This is from 2024. He would claim that he's the single father of a 21-year-old daughter. His employment, he says, is he's a recording artist manager for multiple recording artists / groups. I'll be interested to see who this man is managing, right? Because as far as we know, man, he's off the grid. Like, this dude has deleted his Instagram, his Facebook. He's gone off, he's gone in hiding. So is he a recording manager for 400? I would hope YG isn't dumb enough to still have him down as a recording manager. Now, he would say he's a community activist. Bro, you are on camera murdering somebody in cold blood who organizes Thanksgiving and Christmas drives for the family. Cut it out, man. Now, he says he is a 40-year-old man facing his first violent criminal charge in 20 years. The detective currently investigating Frank Williams and this second homicide, his name is Detective Sergio Ortiz. His phone number will be somewhere on this screen. Do with that as you may. I don't know what you're gonna do with that as you may. Now, Frank Williams is cooked, right? The police is already honing in on him being the guy who stabbed and killed Drakeo. His friends is out here telling everybody who's willing to listen that he's the one who stabbed and killed Drakeo. The witnesses who were there is identifying him as the one who stabbed and killed Drakeo. He's done. He's over with. That's the man who stabbed and killed Drakeo. That's his name. Anybody else, they tell you it's a lie. That's his name. Dang. Frank Williams, aka Frankenstein. Now, if you're watching this video and you want to watch another,
all right, y'all, that's pretty much it. Shout out to Flacco. He did a hell of a job on his video. Very informative. I don't know how you want to take it, whether it's snitching or whatever it is. He doesn't care. So once again, I always tell these guys, you can't put a civilian against a street guy because you can't hold street codes or values and principles to these civilians, right? And to be honest with you, I don't even think he needed to do this video, because if he's able to compile all this information, just imagine what the feds already did. Just imagine what they know, right? So, moral of the story, y'all, stay off social media. Stop putting street business on social media, or else. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out. Are you tired of a bunch of social media gurus promising you results with their course, but all they do is take a bunch of information off YouTube and Google, then sell it to you? Well, look no further. Our YouTube Tips and Tricks Masterclass course comes equipped with SEO tips and tricks, along with methods we use to growth hack our YouTube channel. It also includes step-by-step ways to publish your video before uploading to guarantee a great SEO score. Therefore, your videos can rank and be shown to a bigger audience. Views and subscribers don't come by luck, and just how YouTube have an algorithm, you should have one as well that can guarantee you results. We doing websites and softwares we personally use to generate money creating Faces YouTube channels. If you also would like to skip the process and just buy other pre-built accounts, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, we also threw that in there for you too. We went through trial and error, so you don't have to. Click the link in the description or the comments and get started today.